Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House, and today we're going to be making a squishy. I want to make the yo-yo that Ladybug uses in Miraculous Ladybug. So in Miraculous Ladybug, when Ladybug is in her superhero form, she has this really cool yo-yo. She uses it to fight, she uses it to move around, like her mode of transportation, and she also uses it to FaceTime. So it's actually kind of cool. So I have today a sponge, and this is just a car wash sponge, just a regular car wash sponge. They are pretty squishy, and it's a pretty big size, so I won't need all of it. And I got some puffy paint. So these are just called 3D paint. Usually they're labeled as puffy paint. And I got large bottles because I want to make a pretty large squishy of the yo-yo. And of course a pair of scissors. So let's get started. So here's our sponge. I want to make the yo-yo about the size of my hand. So we're going to cut this in half. Alright, so we have our sponge and we're going to cut it in a circle. Alright, so here's our sponge and I am going to draw a circle in here. So we're going to paint over this so it's not a big deal if we draw on it first. So we're going to start in layers. This sponge is pretty thick, so it's not going to allow me to just cut all the way through. So we're just going to keep cutting and let it go deeper and deeper. And we can always trim later on too. So here is the shape for the most part. And since it's flat up here, we're actually going to trim it a lot more just so that it's a little bit more curved on top. And so I'm just going to start trimming away. Alright, so I got one part done, the first half, and as you can see I cut off a whole bunch of here. So it's better to cut a little bit at a time since once you cut it you can't put it back. So what I did was just angle the scissors just to make it more rounded. And this is actually a little bit too thick, so what I'm going to do is actually cut a segment of it off and then do the same to the back side too. So let's see, we're going to make it right in the middle. Actually, we can probably make two of these. Alright, so I got my sponge. I think this is pretty much the size I want it to be and about the shape that I want it to be. So we're going to start painting it. So I'm just going to do the first half and let it dry, and then we'll flip it over and do the second half the next day. So this is going to take some time to dry, and I'm going to open this up. So I have my puff paint here, and I'm just going to squirt it on there pretty thick. The sponge is actually going to absorb some of it, so you're just going to have to keep adding layers until we have a good covering of it. Okay, so we're going to let it dry before we add another coat, and then we'll do the back side. So I've done about 3 coats of the red color. So it looks pretty good and it's completely dry and it's kind of squishy. So now we're ready for the black. So I have my black puff paint and we'll put in the circles. Alright everyone, so we are done. Take a look at our yo-yo squishy. Isn't this cool? This was so easy to do. All you needed was red and black paint and a sponge. So after a few coats, essentially you have a squishy. It's really fun and really soft. Look at this, oh my gosh. So I really like the size of this too, because I think this is about the right size of the yo-yo in Ladybug's hand. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of this DIY custom squishy. And if you guys like these videos, make sure to subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!